Putting my baby up for adoption was the hardest thing I ever had to do. But I had to protect him from his father.
Because your baby's father was?
David Henry Archer. But he took on the name of Shiloh when he founded a cult he called Dawn of Day.
Your Honor, this cult leader had married Nell Benson before he died, but previous to that, he'd been convicted of murder, drugging women before he raped them, kidnapping a teenage boy. Exhibit 1B, Your Honor. We have here trial transcripts, sentencing hearings, depositions of women that Shiloh had drugged and raped, and this man's widow, Nell Benson Jerome, now wants to assume sole custody of Wiley. Tell me, Willow, how did you feel when, knowing that your child had passed, you learned that another child, Michael Corinthos' son, was alive and well?
The grief was unbearable, but at the same time, I was so happy for Michael.
Why didn't you stay away from Michael and Wiley?
Michael asked me to stay in Wiley's life. Wiley had already been through so much, so many changes, and Michael said that Wiley needed me. And I saw that he was right. And now I realize that the very best thing that I can do for Wiley is give him a real family. One with me and Michael.
A real family. Thank you, Willow. No further questions.
Ms. Tate. Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Corinthos. Isn't there another side to the story? A darker side, involving you.
So if you...
You became a teacher, didn't you?
Yes, 3rd grade.
Are you still employed at the Port Charles Elementary School?
No,
Why not?
my employment was terminated.
And why was that?
Parents complained.
About what?
They said I kept inserting myself into my students' lives, that I disregarded their parents' wishes.
And I would like to submit a record of the parents' complaints as Exhibit 2A. Is that how you intend to care for Wiley, Mrs. Corinthos? To ignore the wishes of the woman that gave birth to him? I mean, what's to say you don't wake up one day and you decide you know better than the father himself?
Objection.
Tell us, Mrs. Corinthos, who's going to be there to protect Wiley from you?
Mrs. Corinthos, the principal of the Port Charles Elementary School refused to give you a letter of recommendation when the job ended.
No, I did receive one.
Exhibit 2B, Your Honor, the glowing letter of recommendation that Mrs. Corinthos received from the principal. Are you currently employed?
Yes, I am part of a pediatric teaching program at General Hospital.
Is this your current performance evaluation?
It is.
Will you kindly read it aloud, please?
Miss Tate is compassionate and caring. She exhibits respect and empathy for her student patients, as well as their parents.
Thank you. We rest.
Your Honor, I would like to call my first witness, Mrs. Nell Benson Jerome.